So let's go across to Nagpur. Mr. Gadkari, have you gone out and voted this morning? What's your sense about how many seats the BJP will end up with once the final votes have been counted on the 19th, Mr. Gadkari?
I'm very much confident that in present situation we will get full majority on our own party strength, and I'm confident that we will make new government in Maharashtra.
Mr. Gadkari, if the BJP were to ask you, now tell me honestly, if Mohan Bhagwat were to pick up the phone, if Amit Shah and Modi were to ask you, कि Gadkari ji, आप जाओगे क्या वापस मंत्रालय? You've been a successful minister, now we've got a good chance, you can be chief minister. Will Mr. Gadkari say thank you to Delhi and come to Mumbai or not?
Not at all. क्यों? आप मेरे से इतने नाराज क्यों हो रहे हो? दिल्ली में अच्छा हूँ, आपके साथ हूँ. मैं दिल्ली में ही काम कर रहा हूँ. ना मुझे किसी ने बोला है, ना बोलने का कारण है. मैं जब विचार करके मुंबई छोड़कर दिल्ली में आया हूँ, तब आने की इच्छा नहीं थी. अब दिल्ली में आया हूँ, मुझे गंगा का और बाकी रोड का काफी बड़ा काम करना है और आपके साथ आपके सानिध्य में रहना चाहता हूँ. और मेरी बिल्कुल जाने की इच्छा नहीं है और मेरा जाने का सवाल नहीं उठता.
सर, हम तो आपसे टच में रहेंगे. आप मंत्रालय में रहे तब, आप रोड डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्ट्री में रहे तब, लेकिन चीफ मिनिस्टर तो चीफ मिनिस्टर होता है मिस्टर गडकरी, अपने राज्य का बादशाह होता है. वहां पे आप एक मंत्री है, यहाँ मौका मिले सीएम बनने का तो क्यों नहीं लेंगे आप गडकरी साहब?
देखिए, पहली बात तो ऐसा है कि मैंने अपने जीवन में ना कभी किसी को कोई मांगा है, ना कभी किसी को बायोडाटा दिया है. मेरी औकात और हैसियत से मेरे पार्टी ने मुझे बहुत कुछ ज्यादा दिया है. मेरे काम पर, मेरे विचार पर और मेरे संगठन पर विश्वास है और इस समय मैं पूरी तरह से ताकत से दिल्ली में रहकर जो काम दिया है वो करना चाहता हूँ. नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश बदल रहा है. उन्होंने गंगा जैसे बड़े बड़े काम अपने हाथ में चैलेंज के रूप में लिए हैं और मेरे ऊपर जिम्मेदारी दी है. मैं दिल्ली में ही रहना चाहता हूँ और महाराष्ट्र में काबिलियत रखने वाले अनेक नेता हैं जो महाराष्ट्र का यशस्वी नेतृत्व कर सकते हैं. और जहाँ तक आप मुझे जानते हो कि मैं कभी झूठ बोलता नहीं और झूठ आश्वासन, जो बात है वो साफ मुंह पर बोलता हूँ. मैं दिल से बता रहा हूँ, मैं किसी भी स्थिति में महाराष्ट्र में जाने के लिए उत्सुक नहीं हूँ. मैं दिल्ली में ही रहना चाहता हूँ और दिल्ली में ही काम करना चाहता हूँ.
Stay with us, Mr. Gadkari. My colleague Sahil Joshi has a question for you. Sahil, fire away.
Mr. Gadkari, what do you think? I mean, the polls are saying that you will not be able to reach to 144, the mark which is required to get the pure majority. In that case, do you think that you will need help from Shiv Sena, MNS or NCP is still an option? You must consider something of that sort, right? Because still Shiv Sena is part of NDA. Their minister is there in the Narendra Modi's cabinet. So you think that in Maharashtra, alliance with Shiv Sena is ended forever after you get the pure majority, or there is still some kind of door is open or a window is open?
First of all, I am very much confident that in present political scenario, BJP will get full majority in Maharashtra. Therefore, no question arises about the cooperation of any political party. But as far as the other parties are concerned, it is up to them to decide whether they want to support or not. And as far as our relationship with all the parties is concerned, even in with the Shiv Sena, still we have a good relationship. But the way in which the languages which is used by Samna, it's not appropriate and good. Shiv Sena is free to take their own decision. But the way in which the Samna is writing about Narendra Modi, about his father, this is very unfortunate. And it is not our political compulsion that we are like a beggar, just wanted support from Shiv Sena. It is up to Shiv Sena to decide their role. But as far as we respect Balasaheb Thackeray, we respect Shiv Sena, but at the same time, we will not tolerate any type of this type of insult to our Prime Minister and our respectable leader. This is not a good thing. And the Samna editor and Samna editorial every time creates the problem between the relationship of BJP and Shiv Sena, and that is one of the reasons why this alliance is bred.
Mr. Gadkari, Rajdeep Sardesai here. Tell me, you are a Brahmin from Maharashtra. Do you believe that the politics of Maharashtra is now matured enough to allow a Brahmin to be the chief minister? Is caste still a factor in Maharashtra when it comes to chief ministership?
I feel that the people of the Maharashtra and the politics is matured and it is development oriented. People want progress, development, and they want to fight against the poverty. The farmer suicide is a big problem. The loan on the government is 3 lakh crores. After spending 70,000 crores on irrigation, only the 0.01% the result which is only we get it. In the situation, it is the time for it is a rich state with a poor population. We are facing far more suicide.
Right.
And in this situation, I feel that the Maharashtra electorate is very mature. They want development, and at the same time, BJP and under the leadership of Narendra Modi can give a good option to the people of Maharashtra.
So you are saying, Mr. Gadkari, it doesn't make a difference whether you are a Brahmin, you are a Maratha, that doesn't make a difference. Tell me one small thing. You are also supposedly very close to Sharad Pawar. And the feeling is that if you fall short of a majority, you may reach out to NCP. They may use Nitin Gadkari's relationship with Sharad Pawar. Would you prefer the NCP or would you prefer the Shiv Sena as a post-poll ally? Particularly after yesterday's Samna article. I want an honest answer. Who do you prefer as a post-poll ally? NCP or Shiv Sena?
First of all, I want to clear it very frankly and fairly. The individual relationship is a different thing and the political relationship is a different thing. Rajdeep, you know that I have got good relationship with many leaders belong to different political parties, and I always maintain that good relationship as an individual. So this is not the case that why you are mixing the relationship with it. I have got good relation with Sanjay Raut, I have got good relation with Uddhavji Thackeray, I have got good relation with Raj Thackeray, Narayan Rane, Ashok Chavan. Many of the people, they are very good friend of me. So this is not the case. As far as the political situation is concerned,
who do you prefer, NCP or Shiv Sena?
No question.
Who do you prefer, NCP or Shiv Sena?
100% confident that we will get the majority. We will get the majority. No question.
If you don't get
preference, because I am confident that we will get the majority.
So you are, but who do you think is a better ally, sir? NCP or Shiv Sena? I am asking you one last time, particularly after yesterday's Samna article. Are you angry with the Shiv Sena?
At the time when we not at all. I am not angry, but I am going to clear it very fairly that we will not tolerate any type of insults. Our Prime Minister is a respected leader of the country. He is our leader. The way in which the Samna editorial is writing about his father, it's very bad. This is not good politics. We will not tolerate that. It is the Seva Sena. They have full right to decide about their role. Whether they want to come to BJP or not, it is their question. But this is not a way to write about a respectable leader of the party. We respect Bala Sahib, we respect Shiv Sena, but the way in which the Samna is doing, it's not correct. And we will not tolerate any type of insults. If they want to come with us, they are free. Otherwise, there is no problem. It is up to them to decide about it.
Okay. I think Rahul, I think somewhere in Mr. Gadkari's answer you got a sense.
Yes. The elections have become very personality oriented around Modi's persona, against him, that real issues of governance. We have a metro right behind us where we are sitting in Andheri East. That metro is running behind time. There's a monorail virtually to nowhere. How does the BJP intend to fix the real bread and butter issues, real issues of governance? Do you think somewhere in this campaign, which has been around personalities, about betrayal, about sympathy, that real issues of development and governance have got lost out, Mr. Gadkari?
100%. It's true that when the BJP Shiv Sena government was there, with the blessing of Bala Sahib Thackeray, I was the minister, just 55 flyovers in Mumbai, Varli Bandra ceiling project, the Bombay-Pune Express Highway. These are the historical development of Maharashtra, which is completely executed under the leadership of Bala Sahib Thackeray, Pramod Mahajan, Gopinath Munde, at that time when I was the minister. So it is the BJP I have got a proven track of development. And we understand what is the politics for progress and development. And Narendra Modi ji is the icon for that. And under his leadership, I am confident that the Maharashtra will change. And the people have faith on us. And as far as the caste is concerned, we are facing, we have got good victory everywhere in Vidarbha, Maharashtra. We are the leader from the masses. The all caste and people are supporting us. From different religion, people also supporting us because of our politics of development, because of our work. And our track record in that way, when our government was there, it is exactly example for the people of Maharashtra that we people have got the capacity and potential where we can change socio-economic transformation and at the same time make Maharashtra #1 state in the country.
Tell me, Mr. Gadkari, there have been some major scams in Maharashtra. Take, for example, the irrigation scam. Nothing much has emerged in terms of prosecuting those who were prima facie found guilty or whose names got mentioned in the reports. You and others in the BJP have close relations with, for example, NCP leaders. If the BJP were to get a chance to form the government at Mantralaya, will we see the party go after the likes of an Ajit Pawar, who was named in the irrigation scam, who wasn't successfully prosecuted, who wasn't adequately prosecuted? Or will the BJP, because of its close association of its leaders with leaders like Ajit Pawar, go slow? Will corruption be punished if you were to get a chance, Mr. Gadkari?
But why are you considering these future assumptions? When I am talking 100% that we are very much confident we will get full majority on our own basis. And as far as the law is concerned, if anyone is guilty, law will take its own position.
Okay, Priyanka Chaturvedi works with the Congress. She has a question for you, Mr. Gadkari. So with your permission, you'll take a Congress question. Yes, Priyanka.
Okay.
Considering you all just had one term, you do realize that 3 successive terms you all were voted out. So how can you seek credit for something that you all had done in one particular term, 5 years, while the next 15 years were ruled by the Congress NCP? While you talk about corruption, none of those charges have been proven. You all have been using and playing that card even at the centre, and you'll continue playing that card even in Maharashtra. While you're being absolutely vague as to what your steps would be as far as your vision for Maharashtra is concerned, or the steps you all would take as per the corruption charges that have been...
Ask a question.
No, that was my question. My question was simply this: how can you take credit for something that has happened in the last 15 years?
First of all, it is a proven track of the BJP, and we have already shown this example to the country that the way in which in the time of the BJP Shiv Sena government we have completed the projects like Mumbai-Pune Express Highway, Worli-Bandra Ceiling project and the flyover project. The 1,800 crore cost of the project of flyover we completed 1,000 crores. The 3,600 crores of the express highway lowest tender we completed 1,600 crores. 2,000 crores saving is there. The Worli-Bandra half of the project completed by under my regime. So this is an example by which the people can understand what type of development we understand and what type of our previous performance. So we don't need, but at the same time, the people from last 15 years, the performance of the Congress party, the load shedding is the result. No development work is going on. 3 lakh crore of loan is on the Maharashtra. And out of 70,000 crore they spent, out of which only 0.01%. This is not from my side. This is from the white paper published by the Congress NCP government from their own.
Siddharth Bhatia has a question for you. Political analyst
this is the bad part
from
of the
Mumbai.
Congress party.
Mr.
They have
Bhatia.
no right to ask about anything about it.
Every BJP politician we have spoken to this morning and even earlier and in all your campaigns, the projection is of Mr. Modi and nobody but Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi is not going to be the chief minister of this state. Somebody like you knows the state much better, and yet the BJP is trying to tell the people of this state that we will have a government which will be effective, which will be good. So does it mean that Bombay, Maharashtra, Mumbai and all the problems of this state, which are many as you know, will be run and controlled from Delhi?
So this is not the case. Congress is fighting this election under the leadership of Sonia Gandhi. Everywhere there is a photo of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. It doesn't mean that Sonia Gandhi wants to become a chief minister of Maharashtra. NCP is fighting under the leadership of Sharad Pawar. And the BJP is fighting under the leadership of Narendra Modi as a prime minister. So no question arises about to Modi come to Maharashtra. It's not at all. It's not relevant. It's a very clear-cut thing that the Maharashtra BJP has got lot of potential leaders. We have a proven track by which we can show the people of Maharashtra that we are capable to develop Maharashtra in a way. Now this is the federal constitution. We have got a central government under the leadership of Narendra Modi, and at the same time we will have a same government belong to the same party in Maharashtra, by which we can definitely change the socio-economic transformation and the development of Maharashtra and to make Maharashtra #1 state in the country. And this is a very clear-cut understanding with the clarity in the mind of the people, even in the mind of the party. So I don't
Mr.
understand
Gadkari,
why,
look
what
at
is the
this
objection
big,
on it.
ad that you've taken out this morning. There is only Narendra Modi's image in this ad. There is no other leader who's mentioned. It almost seems as if the state leadership of the BJP in Maharashtra in this campaign doesn't exist. It's only around Modi's personality. What does this say about your party? You're fighting this campaign around Modi's personality, not around the personality of your state leadership like a Shivraj Singh Chauhan or a Raman Singh or Vasundhara. You're fighting it around Modi's personality. There's only Modi here. There's no Gadkari, no Tavde, no Khatse, no Devinder Fadnavis. Nobody in this ad, sir. Only Modi.
this is in media maybe. Actually, I have just made the record break rallies of 104. From last 15 days, I am constantly moving in Maharashtra, having a good response. 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 40,000 people are there. So this is not the case. But the media in which some political party, they want to give only the fight between Modi and other parties. It is up to you to decide about it. It is a collective team spirit. Even the leadership of Maharashtra, they are working very hard. But no doubt that Modi is our icon, Modi is our leader, he is the Prime Minister of the country, and he is now becoming an icon of development, a vision. That's
So,
why
but where is the team?
our party is using
There is
his
only,
name. What is
sir,
the wrong in
the
it?
joke in Maharashtra is that the BJP of 2014
No,
is like the
no,
Indian cricket
there
team
are
of the
all
1990s.
photographs of
That
the
you've
all
got-
leaders with
that
Modi.
team at Sachin Tendulkar,
All
you've got
photographs,
Modi.
all
जब
Maharashtra
तक
state
सचिन
leaders
खड़ा
with
है,
the Modi.
तब तक
It is
टीम
only
खेल रही है, सचिन आउट तो टीम आउट. बीजेपी की आज यही हालत है सर.
No, it's a wrong prediction, wrong interpretation. Everywhere, BJP is a democratic party working as a team. Modi is our captain in the center. And as far as the Maharashtra is concerned, as a leader, as a Prime Minister, we are contesting this election in the leadership of Narendra Modi. What is the problem in it? So Congress is fighting this election under the leadership of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. So why are not taking objection on Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi? Is it mean that Rahul Gandhi want to become a Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Modi is icon, Modi is named for development, Modi is named for vision, and that's why he is the Prime Minister of the country, and Maharashtra is a part of this country. So definitely he is a popular leader. He is an icon. So what is the wrong in it? It is the section
Okay,
of
we've got
media
two more
and some
questions for you
political
before we
party,
let you go
they
this
want to
morning, Mr.
create the fight
Gadkari.
between
One
Modi
is from
and,
Tuhin Sinha. Tuhin works with the BJP, so if you ask him an easy question or give him a lollipop, that's not okay. If you have a tough question, here's your chance. Don't give Mr. Gadkari lollipops on headlines today. Yes.
Nitinji, this is Tuhin Sinha. How are you?
I can't understand. Again,
Ask
you
your
repeat it.
question, Tuhin.
Yes, good.
Nitinji, in our book India Aspires,
Sir,
which I
ठीक है.
co-wrote with you, you'd spoken with so much passion about, the construction of 55 flyovers in Mumbai, about your social entrepreneurship initiatives in the Vidarbha region, about plantation of Alfonso trees in the Konkan region. At this stage, aren't you personally convinced that you are the best person to lead Maharashtra? Aren't you personally tempted to leave everything and
थोड़ा
come
तो
to
दिल में
Maharashtra?
लड्डू होगा सर. थोड़ा तो दिल में थोड़ा सा अगर हो जाए तो अच्छा हो जाएगा. मंत्रालय की गद्दी.
राहुल, तुम मेरे को अच्छी तरह से जानते हो, मेरे दिल में होता हूँ, मैं बिल्कुल ठोक ठोक के बोलता हूँ. मैं कभी किसी की तरफ देख कर नहीं बोलता. और मैं मुंबई दिल्ली नहीं आना चाहता था, मेरी इच्छा नहीं थी जब मैं आया हूँ. अब मैं दिल्ली छोड़ना नहीं चाहता, आपके सहवास में रहना चाहता हूँ और दिल्ली में रहकर काम करना चाहता हूँ देश के लिए. और उमा भारती जी के साथ अब गंगा का काम करना. मैं कोई कैलकुलेटेड पॉलिटिशियन नहीं हूँ और कोई सीट की तरफ देखकर मैंने कभी राजनीति की नहीं. मुझे करना है और ना मैंने किसी के पास बायोडाटा दिया है, ना किसी कुछ मांगने के लिए गया हूँ. मुझे देश के लिए काम करना है, गरीब के लिए काम करना है. इस बार मेरे मन में गंगा के लिए काम करने की इच्छा है. मैं वो काम करना चाहता हूँ. मैं हैप्पी इन दिल्ली. मैं आपके साथ अच्छा हूँ, तो मुझे मुंबई भेज रहे हो.
चलो विल टेक.
नितिन जी, मैं साहिल जोशी बोल रहा हूँ. आपसे एक सवाल पूछना जरूरी है, क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी के नेताओं की कमी नहीं है. खुद नरेंद्र मोदी यहाँ आते हैं और कहते हैं कि गोपीनाथ मुंडे होते तो यहाँ पर उनको प्रचार करने नहीं आना पड़ता. आप जैसे स्टॉलवर्ड्स यहाँ पर महाराष्ट्र में हैं, उसके बावजूद नरेंद्र मोदी 24 रैलीज यहाँ पर करते हैं और आप कहते हैं कि आपको महाराष्ट्र में आना नहीं है. आप सेकेंड रैंक लीडरशिप के हाथ में अगर प्योर मेजोरिटी आती है तो सत्ता देना चाहते हैं और आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र के नहीं लेना चाहते, ये उसका मतलब निकाला जाए.
देखो, पहली बात तो इसे, गोपीनाथ मुंडे हमारे पार्टी के कद्दावर नेता थे और वो जब महाराष्ट्र के अध्यक्ष थे तो मैं नागपुर के युवा मोर्चा का अध्यक्ष था. वो हमारे बहुत सीनियर और बड़े नेता थे, जननेता थे. उनका बहुत बड़ा महाराष्ट्र में काम भी था और डिप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर करके उनके लीडरशिप में मैंने काम भी किया है. आज वो नहीं है और इसलिए स्वाभाविक रूप से वो रहते तो वो प्रचार करते और वो हर चुनाव में करते रहे हैं. तो उसमें मोदी जी ने कोई गलत कहा नहीं है. और रही बात मेरी, तो मैं आपको बार बार कह रहा हूँ कि महाराष्ट्र में आज ऐसी स्थिति नहीं है कि हमारे दिल्ली से कोई नेता भेजने की जरूरत है. ये कांग्रेस में होता है कि जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर उस समय के नेताओं को, उनके परिवार को लॉयल रहता है, भले उसका मांस बेस रहे या ना रहे.
नहीं, प्रचार में तो आपका लाना पड़ रहा है ना दिल्ली से. प्रचार में तो आपको नरेंद्र मोदी लाने पड़ रहे हैं, 24 रैली करानी पड़ रही है. महाराष्ट्र के नेताओं पर लगता है कि दिल्ली के नेताओं का विश्वास नहीं है, इसके लिए मोदी यहाँ पर आके बैठते हैं, वो रैली करते हैं. अमित शाह यहाँ पर आके बैठते हैं, ओम माथुर को खास करके यहाँ भेजा जाता है. ये किस तरीके का चित्र आपको नजर आता है?
करने में आपको जलन क्यों हो रही है? आपको क्यों जलन हो रही? क्या संविधान में लिखा है क्या कि नरेंद्र मोदी प्रचार में नहीं आएगा? क्या नरेंद्र मोदी जी को अधिकार नहीं है प्रचार करने का? आप क्यों चिंता करते हो? कांग्रेस, एनसीपी और सब नेताओं को नरेंद्र मोदी के आने से डरते क्यों हो? अरे हर पार्टी का लोकतांत्रिक अधिकार है, हमारे जो भी नेता, कद्दावर नेता, वो आए प्रचार करे, जनता को जिसको वोट देना वोट दे। अगर
अच्छा, गडकरी जी खत्म करने से पहले ये बताएं कि आपके हिसाब से फ्रंट रनर कौन है बीजेपी में चीफ मिनिस्टर बनने का?
देखो, फ्रंट रनर जो है, ये अच्छी हुआ बात कि आपने कम से कम ये नहीं पूछा कि नरेंद्र मोदी बनने वाले हैं क्या। मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं। देखो, हमारे पार्टी में 4 नेता है जो कैपेबल है, महाराष्ट्र का विकास कर सकते हैं, उनमें क्षमता है। हमारा पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री और हमारे अध्यक्ष चुनाव के बाद इसका फैसला करेंगे। 1 मिनट में करेंगे, हमें इसमें कोई अड़चन नहीं है।
सर, एक सवाल मैं पूछूं, आपको बुरा ना लगे तो। कहते हैं कि एक मयान में एक ही तलवार हो सकती है। नागपुर से बीजेपी के इस वक्त 2 ब्राह्मण नेता हैं और चर्चा काफी होती है कि क्या देवेंद्र फडणवीस और नितिन गडकरी में पट्टी है, राइवलरी है, कंपटीशन है कि दोस्ती है? आप लोग साथ साथ बहुत काम किए हैं, दोनों आरएसएस के ब्लू व्हाइट बॉयज हैं, एक दिल्ली में एक महाराष्ट्र में। थोड़ी राइवलरी है देवेंद्र आप अपने रिश्ते को कैसे डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, खासतौर से ऐसे में जब कहा जा रहा है कि वो फ्रंट रनर है महाराष्ट्र में सीएम बनने के लिए?
देखिए, पहली बात तो ऐसी है कि देवेंद्र के पिताजी ने मुझे राजनीति में लाया था, गंगाधर फडणवीस। उनके देहांत के बाद उनके सीट पर मैं चुनाव लड़ा था और मैंने देवेंद्र को पार्टी में लाया, युवा मोर्चा का अध्यक्ष बनाकर। उसने मेरे साथ काम किया है। ये आप जो समझते हैं ना, आपके यहाँ 2 नेता है, आपस में उनमें झगड़ा विवाद है, इस प्रकार का परसेप्शन करने में मीडिया के कुछ लोग बहुत होशियार होते हैं। देवेंद्र बहुत अच्छा है, कैपेबल है, होशियार है और महाराष्ट्र के नेतृत्व करने की उसकी क्षमता है और उसको मेरा पूरा समर्थन है। रही बात नेतृत्व की, इसका निर्णय हमारे दिल्ली में पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री, हमारे अध्यक्ष मिलकर लेंगे और मेरे और देवेंद्र के बीच में कुछ नहीं। और मैं अब तो चाहता हूं कि हमारे पार्टी में और नई जनरेशन तैयार हो और वो आकर आगे काम करें। हमारी पार्टी पिता पुत्र की और माँ बेटों की पार्टी नहीं है, हम सामूहिक नेतृत्व की बात करते हैं। हम लोकतांत्रिक पार्टी है और जो नेतृत्व की काबिलियत रखते हैं उनको हम प्रोत्साहित करते हैं, वो नई जनरेशन को खड़ा करने की कोशिश करते हैं।
Okay, I'm going to leave it over there, Mr. Gadkari, for taking our time on what clearly is a very busy day for you and a very important day. Thank you very much. We wish you all the best.